I have so much like gas pain right now from that slot.
Dude, it never goes away.
Yeah, it's just like normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
You will just forever feel like it was weird. By the end of week 2, my body was just like, okay, this is what you eat now, and like kind of accustomed to it. I got accustomed to it, but before that, it was a rough go.
Why do I feel so uneasy about Derek and Kayla? If I keep bringing it up, I feel like it's not smart for me to keep bringing it up because it's like,
why?
It could work against me to like be voicing it so much.
No, I don't think so. Well, I mean, bring it up to me as much as you want. I'm just trying to figure out where that's... I mean, maybe you just have better intuition. But I feel like you also don't, like... Because, you know, when, like, there was beef between Liv and Allie and, like, Kayla. Like, we, like, the 4 of us sat in a room, like, Kayla, Allie, Liv, and myself. And kind of, like... Because I was sitting in the room, and then, like, people just started coming in, like, in HOH weeks ago. And then... Kayla just kind of brought it up, and then Liv was like, okay, or Allie was like, okay, well, this is what we heard, and then we were kind of like, okay, let's squash it, because I liked working together. Like, I thought that was good to have those numbers, so, like, can we, like, try to build trust back to that? And then by Kayla voting to keep Liv, she was like, she's like, also, like, she's like, obviously getting Jessie out is, like, better for, like, my game, but she's like, to keep Liv shows that, like, I'm putting trust in you, and vice versa kind of thing, where it's, like, a movement towards, like, more unity, I guess. But like, I think, I don't know, Kayla's, you can tell she's cutthroat.
Oh, for sure.
Like, she's cutthroat, and the fact that she was able to send home her man's closest friend and ally is like, damn, girl.
Do you think she would go before him?
I don't know. The thing is, if we get Derek before Kayla, then we're left with a target. And if we get Kayla out before Derek, then we're left with a floater. And it just, I think, will have to do with who.
That's why he's so image conscious.
Yeah, maybe not in it for the fame. That's like harsh.
Please stop talking about production.
What? Really?
He implied, maybe?
Oh, anyway, moving on.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I thought that was...
That's like actual game question. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, he literally, allegedly, had no idea who, like, Kevin, Ika, or Sabrina were when we went into the BB Can museum. He was like, who are these people? Am I supposed to care? He, like, didn't know, like, he was like, what was that for? And Kayla's like, well, it's gonna be for a comp, like, for HOH tomorrow. He's like, how do you know? So he's either really good at playing like he doesn't know this game, or he truly doesn't know this game. But either... Whoa, those birds were fast on a mission. But either way, it's like... Kayla definitely has built better relationships in this house than Derek has.
For sure.
Like, he does not have as tight of, like, allegiances with anybody. Or, like, friendships or, like, anything.
I was trying to know who he goes after once, like, Hams is going with that. His house also my target.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think it's one of those things where it's like, if we're gonna pick people off, we have to pick, like, one off of each strong pair. And, like, at some point, Maddie or Paris are gonna have to go. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's just... Well, I mean, I'm not necessarily... I'm just, like, in my train of thought kind of thing. Where it's like, I feel like it's a good idea to have a good balance of, like, threats and floaters. Where it's like people to divert from us, and then people to also rally for us. You know what I mean?
I've been thinking the same.
And people who are, like, not to say easily convinced or swayed, but, like, sometimes require guidance on what to do is something that I would love to keep around.
I know, me too.
Because that's so easy to, like, get in their ear. Which is, like, so weird because I hate being, like, that manipulative, but in this game, like, that's a huge asset. To let people know how easily manipulated you are, that's a terrible, terrible move.
Which is why it's so good for me to seem so easily manipulated and makes people show their cards. You know?
Oh, for sure. And it's funny because as soon as, because that was my thing too, is I was like, oh, I'll just, like, seem like not flip-floppy, but I'll just seem like, oh, I don't know anything all over the map. And then as soon as I, like, even felt a shred of like, okay, that's not me, it's not selling kind of thing. I was like, all right, we're gonna go complete opposite, and nobody in the entire world can change my mind. Like, you gotta play one side or the other.
It's interesting.
Which is weird because we have such a varying group of humans in this little squad.
I do need to keep distance from you though, for sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, back when I really hard to read.
Who said that?
I think my line there.
Oh, you? Yeah. I am so hard to read. Yeah, well, that's the same, like, Ali and Liv. Anytime anyone would ask them about anything, they'd be like, I don't know, like, Erica doesn't talk game with anyone.
Yeah.
Like, nobody. And so everyone's like, wow, yeah, nobody knows where her head's at. Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Meanwhile, I'm like, the people who need to know where my head is at know where my fucking head is at. But I like this idea of, like, blunt honesty, erring on mystery, but completely transparent with the people that I'm close with. You know what I mean? I feel like it's, like, working well for now.
Yeah.
And that'll probably have to be a equation that changes moving forward. But right now, it's like, I feel like more people want to work with me than against me right now. Especially after calling someone out in the middle of the fucking room. Or people just think I'm a bitch and are trying to send me home. Whatever.
We need to be careful because if it does get to a point where, like, somebody wins and one of us are threatened, those two are going to subtly push for us to go up instead of them.
Yeah, for sure. No, you're not wrong.
So we need to, like, even think about that in consideration. It's not just a blind, like...
This is gonna sound bad, but, like, I also think it's, like, a decent idea to start planting small seeds in both of their heads that the other is more of a threat than they think.
Yeah, okay.
And it not like huge, like,
I know what you're
whatever,
saying.
but, like,
Yeah.
kind of being like, yeah, well, just, like, and you can tell that you're here for your game, and, like, you're not gonna sacrifice your game for, like, you know what I mean? So they're more likely
That might be
to...
too blatant.
No, but, like,
Yeah.
but, like, so that at some point, if the opportunity arises for one to throw the other under the bus, we don't get blood on our hands, and they look like they're making a big game move, and call it a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to predict because we don't know where we're going to be at, but... Oh, that's so weird. There's, like, a missing thing of clouds, but that plane is, like, going into it.
Cool.
Wow, that's satisfying.
Why are there so many of these, like, streamy planes over here?
Apparently it has something to do with the weather. Like, it's not about the plane themselves, it's about the weather conditions that allow you to see the jet fuel or whatever. This cloud line is weird, though. Like, the one without it.
It's really weird. It's like they follow the same course, I guess. Maybe. Kind of think of rocket.
Yeah, right? Blast off.
Do you see any point to keeping rocket around this week as, like, further shield for shield?
Nah. I was thinking about it. I, like, really was. I mean, I'll mainly hear her out, and I don't want to say no directly, but, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I know that she could be good for my game.
Mm-hmm.
In that I know she will look out for me, but I also feel like others will too.
Mm-hmm.
And I obviously want to have as much protection as I can, but I can't just, like, I don't want to be fickle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what I feel like I've been so far, and I'm surprised it hasn't gotten me in more shit than it should.
I'm feeling like it could get me in shit too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a little, like, piss off a bunch of jury members.
Well, if it just, like, and it's just one of those things, like, just always affirm that you're an independent. Like, don't let anyone think that they have you, and I don't think they do right now, but, like, you can't be mad at someone if they've never said, yeah, no, you and me. You know what I mean? Like, that's on you if you assume that. You're silly. But yeah, like, these last 3 weeks, like, luckily, out of 4 weeks, I've had safety for 3 weeks. That's huge. Like, that's a lot.
It's huge.
Like, that's the whole game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've been immune for 3 out of 4 weeks. So I've only really been in jeopardy 1 week. Like, and it was a week that Ryan was HOH and put up whatever the hell
That's
he
also
wanted.
why you feel like you should be coming out swinging to sort of offset that.
All this week has done is, like, affirm that I'm true to my word, that I'm blunt and straight up, and that I'll, like, follow through with what's best for the entire house. And I'm making sure everyone understands, like, this game move doesn't necessarily benefit me, directly, but it benefits us as a whole and as a unit, and I feel like stronger bonds will be able to be built because of that.
Yeah.
And because it doesn't benefit me, but it might in the long run.
Yeah.
Like right now, no. I have no benefit getting Veronica because I trust that she's not gunning for me. But I don't want her to weaken our numbers either.
Yeah.
Because then I'm left scrambling for another like group of people, and it's just, I feel comfortable, or no, I don't feel comfortable, but I feel confident in like the 4.
Do you want mine to go over in the double? Yeah, okay.
For like a personal thing, like as a go home and see your family, yes. But no, I would rather Ryan come to jury.
Yeah, me too.
Because I know that he's not going to be a bitter juror.
Yeah.
And I feel like he would have decent sway in convincing the others not to be either.
Yeah.
Unless I get to final 2 and then all of a sudden the person beside me has a better resume, but I'm better liked. In which case, all the bitter jurors, please.
True.
But no, I have no problem with Ryan. I think Johnny likes you. I think Ryan likes you, and I think Ryan likes me.
Yeah.
And I think he can see the potential in like working with us.
And you have as many plus, but do you think that extends to me? For sure, even though like, our conversations lead that way.
And it's hard to say.
Yeah.
He's never said otherwise, and every single time, like he said the first thing, like the first reason he was like, no, I don't care, I'm putting Jesse up. Like I don't care about Jesse if he goes home. And I was like, well, what's your deal? And he was like, he threw Johnny's name out there. They immediately threw Johnny's name. Like, why would you say Johnny's name? And he actually gets quite heated.
Yeah.
Like when thinking about anyone throwing your name or my name under the bus.
Like if it came down to it, he was like the 5th that we were somehow like,
Yeah.
4 out of 5. He would put Living out basically over us.
Yeah.
But like he wants targets out more than anything, right?
Yes, but I think he's like more emotional and sensitive of a guy than he leads on, obviously. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he acts like he doesn't lead with emotion, but he doesn't lead with emotion for people he doesn't have emotion for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just, like, for me, I don't see him as a threat, and I don't see him coming after, like, Allie and Liv first. He already came after Liv.
Yeah.
He seems to be, like, they seem to be better, but I just don't think, I think it's easy to get in Hamza's head and be like, man, honestly, like, I'm just expecting big moves from you, like, not something predictable. Like, all these, like, little trigger words for him.
Yeah.
Like, you know how to stroke his ego and, like, get him to do shit low-key.
True.
But, and I literally don't speak like this with anybody because it shows how much of a manipulative douche I am, but, like, except for you.
I feel so manipulative in this game. It's absurd.
You feel manipulative?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. It's not a good feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like the person I feel the worst with about that is Paris.
I know.
Because I genuinely care about her. And I think she's amazing.
She could be. Let's say these weeks go bad. Like we lose people.
Yeah.
You're gonna need those relationships then to like solidify and go forward.
And we have them.
Yeah.
And I'm confident about them.
So even if you're seeing like your willingness to, or it's important to be like independent and stuff, I think it's also important to like maybe mislead.
I know.
But I guess we have different strategies on that too.
I know. Well, I think that's also, like, that goes alongside the fact that, like, the fact that you are already playing up the I'm so easily manipulated kind of thing, whatever. If I started misleading, it would look a lot worse than if you did, because I've already labeled myself as a straight shooter.
Yeah.
Where it's like, no, like, I'm blunt, honest, everyone should know where I'm at, like, whatever. And to do that would seem a lot more malicious than I think if you were to.
I just think like perception is everything though.
It
and
is.
I don't know if my strategy is a winning strategy.
Yeah.
It's like, because if I just look at the end and all of a sudden like, actually, what you guys are thinking the way isn't true. I'm like, fuck you. Like, what you
But
think
that's
is
it.
true, you know?
And that's the difference between, like, a bitter jury and, like,
Yeah.
for me, I feel like either of us could probably spin whatever is going, like, whatever happens, like, near the end in our favor.
Yeah.
From, like, a speech perspective, being like, these are all the things I did. Even if they're not true, I feel like either of us could convince people otherwise. Not everybody,
Oh my
but
God, that would be such a fight if the two of us made it.
yeah,
Oh my God.
that'd be hell.
You'd cut me, wouldn't you?
Depends. If I was confident that I could beat you, maybe not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it was, but, like, say it's final 3, you meet Paris.
I know.
You're taking Paris over me.
I know, right?
Like, obviously. But if my resume is eons longer than yours, if you've done fuck all in this game, which I don't foresee happening, I have no problem giving you $20,000 if it's my decision. You know what I mean? No problem. But I do, and that's the thing, and that's why you can't promise anyone final two.
No, I know. Too many variables.
Well, that's it, right? But if the difference is you, me, and someone who has an equally as likelihood of beating me as you do, I'm taking you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not taking, like, that's silly. Plus, like, oh my God, 2 gays in the final two. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, don't panic at me asking that. Then you just answered, like, I have to take it because I feel the same. We're talking, talking realistically. And
Yeah, you got to be frank about it. I'm not going to be like, no, Johnny, no matter what, you and me. Well, because then if I,
anyways.
and then also if I don't take you, it's going to be like, you're a lying sack of shit.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
Truth.